Welcome to the Joyish Kingdom, and welcome to episode 100 of the Brutally Honest Reviews. We have come so far from last fall, and we have learned so much, and I appreciate everyone who's been on this journey with me. If you're a new subscriber or a subscriber from back in the day, I appreciate all of you. In today's episode, we will be covering MOONBIRDS. That is correct. We've been saving MOONBIRDS. Everyone's asking me about this project, but I wanted to save it for episode 100. This project broke all kinds of records, shooting to a 40 ETH floor in the middle of a bear market. If you guys remember, this was the hot topic a few weeks ago. If you're excited to get into it, subscribe to the channel, join the kingdom. We have NFT content coming out every single day. I'll be in NFT NYC in a couple days here. If you haven't already, like this video, it helps the channel out tremendously. Follow me on Twitter, join the Discord down below in the description for all of the alpha. And if you want to help me out directly and also help yourself out, I have a deal with Webull Investing. It's a crypto and stocks trading platform made easy for you. You get 5 free stocks if you sign up using my Webull link. As you know, the goal of this channel is to instill the knowledge and confidence it's going to take to navigate this metaverse on your own one day. So if that sounds good to you, let's get into the video. And if you're an NFT project, you want to schedule a commission brutally honest review with me, email me joyofficial@gmail.com or DM me on Twitter at Cade Bergman. And if you're a business looking to integrate Web3 and NFTs into your business, hit me up as well. Okay, guys, here is the MOONBIRDS OpenSea page. 18.69 Ethereum floor price, 151,000 Ethereum traded, 6,500 owners, 10,000 items. Here's what the NFTs look like. Here's the most rare ones, actually. And the craziest part is literally when this was trading at 40 ETH, ETH was also worth double. So this is worth a fourth of the value that it was just a few weeks ago. I mean, look at this insane volume. There was 3,600 sales in a day, 1,500 in a day, 500, 200, and it's obviously dropped off because the volume and just in general NFTs dropped off. But just like it's just crazy. It's just crazy looking at all this. Are you for real? You're gonna reload the pages after I already clicked on them 5 minutes ago? This is the MOONBIRDS Twitter page, 200,000 followers. I think they do a pretty good job with the branding. It's all right, you know, it's not anything crazy. A lot of people really got behind this project because of their founder, Kevin Rose, who has the full support of Gary Vee, by the way. And he is a partner at True Ventures, a venture capitalist firm that invests in early stage technology startups. They focus on blockchain, NFTs, DeFi, cryptocurrency, consumer internet, and health and wellness. He's an OG in the content creation space. He's been making videos for a very long time, and he's an OG. He also hosts the Proof and the Modern Finance podcast. Proof is, they're really specialized in NFT coverage, DeFi, you know, cryptocurrency, Web3, all that stuff. It's just content around it. And if you look at this resume of different things he's done, he's quite qualified, I would say. He's also a notable investor in Twitter, Facebook, Square, Medium, Ripple, Blockstart, Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon, by the way, is fucking good. I think that's that protein cereal. This is his Twitter page, 1.6 million followers, founder of Proof XYZ. We'll also get into Proof XYZ. That's also an NFT project that has still maintained a ridiculous floor price. So we'll get there in a second too. But yeah, here's the MOONBIRDS website here. If you scroll down, you can obviously connect your wallet. Here's some examples of some of the artwork. It's cool. You know, it's not anything unbelievable. It's just like a whatever pixel art. MOONBIRDS are more than just an avatar of 10,000 enabled PFPs, a rich and diverse and unique pool of rarity traits. Each one unlocks a private club membership and additional benefits the longer you hold them. We call it nesting. Nesting is basically like staking. I'm not sure why everyone was so hung up on nesting and so excited about it. It's not that different than the idea behind staking, which isn't a new concept, but whatever. You know, a collection building utility and community at the foundation of Proof. We're no strangers to building with utility in our mind. That's why every MOONBIRD is your key to the Proof Discord. We'll have the admittance to our gates in the channels. You'll have exclusive access to the MOONBIRD related drops, prominent meetups, and in real life events, and access to upcoming Proof projects, including Proof Metaverse and codenamed High Rise, which is something we've been hinting a lot about. I assume High Rise will probably do well. It's gonna be one of those you receive an airdropped again. Everyone who had the Proof Collective NFT, which here if you look at it was a 60th floor. I think at the time it was 100 ETH. And it was just so hyped, guys. It was just so hyped, and like all the big players were talking about it. It was an inevitable like rise up, and it was crazy because it was at 10. Everyone was saying this is the top, sell it now, and everyone sold, dropped a little bit temporarily, and then it mooned to 20, and everyone said fuck, sell now, sell now. Came back a little bit and mooned to 30, did it again all the way to 40, and people were just fucking mind blown. Where was all this money coming from? It was one of the craziest things we have ever seen. It was definitely the most hyped drop of all time. It's so funny because we say that every few months. We're like, this is the next time. It was Hate Beast this time, then it was Invisible Friends, you know, and it was just like, it's just one after another. But this shit was whack. I mean, 40 ETH. So the way they did it was that you had to have a certain amount of ETH in your wallet, and if you had it and you entered the raffle and you won, you literally like got to be able to mint this. And if you're a Proof Collective holder, you got it for free. And it was just fucking crazy. Like some people literally just give in given life-changing money. Just fucking ridiculous. So for the nesting, as soon as your Moonbird is nested, they'll begin accruing additional benefits. As total nested time accumulates, you'll see your Moonbird achieve tier levels, upgrading their nest. Upgraded nests enable enhanced drops and rewards. Next up, High Rise is brought to you by Proof, the team behind Proof Collective and Grails. Our next project, High Rise, is focused and novel take on the metaverse. Metaverse is an increasingly crowded space, but built correctly has great promise for connection and community. My interest here is that Board Yacht Club and Yuga Labs dropped their Other Side Land, and it was big, hyped up for a couple weeks, and then people were like, wait a fucking second, this is gonna take a long ass time. This is not, why would we have invested in this when we're not going to get our money's return for a very long time? And a lot of people are kind of short-sighted there because the metaverse is probably a long time away. So I'm interested to see how this does, definitely, just because people have like a sour taste from the other side, especially the way they did their mint was terrible. The Proof-built metaverse will be a dramatic departure from the existing never-ending world that feels like a digital ghost town. Ours is uniquely different. You'll have first access as a nested Moonbirds holder. The Moonbirds mint is the beginning. Built from the beginning, you own the IP, minted on ETH, but carbon offset. IPFS hosted, on-chain coming, utility NFT that unlocks while hold, access to the Proof metaverse. So 100% of the proceeds go directly to Proof Holdings, a true venture-backed Web3 media company. We have big plans in video, and he had actually made a YouTube video here where he kind of went into all the things that they're hoping to provide. They're hoping to basically provide like the all-in-one exclusive NFT stuff channels, right? Which is funny because like people are paying so much money for this, and I'm literally giving this stuff to you for free, and I'm giving you 90% of what they're offering. So I'm not sure how long that narrative will hold, especially in a bear market. We will see. We will definitely see. I just thought it was kind of interesting because it's like everyone is kind of offering that right now. Like I started it like in September with NFT reviews, with the NFT market updates, with the zooming out episodes, strategy episodes. No one was making that kind of content. Now that's the only thing everybody's making because they're realizing, oh wait, I can't make alpha calls every other day like I was making in a bull run, which means everything I say is probably going to go up in value because everything was going up in value. And so I stuck true to my word. Nothing has changed as you see in my content. You're seeing a lot of NFT YouTubers having to go through an entire metamorphosis of their channel because they're like, shit, I don't have anything to offer if I'm not doing alpha calls, and nothing is mooning. So how am I supposed to make content? You make it about other stuff that's happening. And so, you know, nothing really changed with the Joyce Kingdom. We have 9 months of experience, 9 months of work, 9 months of daily uploads too. So make sure to subscribe if you don't want to miss that content. As all things Proof, we'd like to under-promise, over-deliver. Watch our future Proof presentation, which was this YouTube video. You can just type this in on YouTube and watch this yourself. It was actually pretty good. Here's the Proof Collective's website here. They are an early access to Proof podcast, in-person events, and other collaborations created exclusively for Proof Collective members. And I think the only reason the floor is still at 60 ETH is because they're waiting on that next airdrop. And if you hold this, you get those. And I think they're kind of just hoping that it does another Moonbirds. I don't think that'll happen. I think that's like a one-time chance for something like that crazy to happen. It's really hard to follow that up with anything. You know, Board Yacht Club did it, but they were first, and that was a long time ago in a totally different market, in the infancy of the NFT market, really. So I'm very interested to see what happens with Proof. Again, I would love to get anyone on the team come on for a podcast. I know they have their own podcast, but I'm the best. I've interviewed everybody. I've interviewed Doodles, SupDucks, Deadfellows, CyberKongs, fucking Crypto Kitties, Dapper Labs. I've interviewed everybody, so I'd love to get Kevin Rose or anyone on the team on for the podcast and kind of go into depth behind Kevin Rose as a person, but also just the community, the project, the vision, and all that stuff. And here's the Proof Collective's Twitter page. They also do a good job of branding themselves as that place, as that resource basically for people, and I think they do a good job in their Twitter. I'd love to see a lot more video content, though. You guys already know I say this about every project. They don't have enough video content, animated content about the project and talking about it and talking about what they offer. Video on TikTok and short form content is so beyond slept on, it hurts me. And this is their other project put on by the Proof Collective. It's just one of those, it's not as big of a floor, 0.70 floor price, but it's one of those that's like, it's in the ecosystem, and it's kind of like buying into like Board Kennel Club if you want to be part of the Yuga Labs ecosystem, or buying the Other Side Land. There's only 1,000 of these items, so it's actually very interesting to me that it's such a low floor price. I could definitely see this one being a bit underrated if you believe in the Proof ecosystem. This is easily the cheapest buy-in price, and honestly with ETH at current prices, this might be a steal. I have no idea what's coming up. I don't know if they'll even include this NFT project in anything. You might not get any benefits for holding this. I'm just saying it's interesting how cheap this is for the amount of items that's actually in this collection. It's only 1,400. That's not a lot. And some of the FUD that had happened, right, kind of like after Moonbirds did its thing and had like a lot of hype, is Ryan Carson, their COO, stepped down and left the company like immediately after. And everyone was like, oh my God, this is such a rug. This is some bullshit. But this is what happens in business. You hire people for certain things, and when they've done their job, sometimes you just shake hands and you walk away, and that's just how it goes in business. That wasn't really that big of a surprise to me. It was a bit interesting that it was so close to after, and I was like kind of like almost like a waste opportunity in my opinion. But you know, it happens in business all the time, I found, and so that wasn't anything like crazy. I think what people were a little bit upset about was they kind of put their faith in the people behind the project, and like that was part of the reason. Like, oh, Ryan Carson's also reputable. We like him on the team. And then when he leaves, you're like, okay, well that kind of like we kind of invested partially because of that. You know, I invested in Bougie project because of Greg Norman. I wasn't expecting him to leave the project. Still like Bougie, but I do understand that perspective there for sure. So yeah, as far as constructive criticism, I would say making more video content about the project, not so much just focused on the utility aspect, but the branding behind Moonbirds, the branding behind Proof Collective. You know, building a community online, especially on TikTok and short form content, around the actual community of people who are Moonbirds and Proof Collective holders. I don't see that aspect of the content side being filled out whatsoever, and I think that's a big mistake. So anyways, guys, that is going to bring this review to a close. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you learned something. If you did, smash a like for episode 100. Thank you so much for being here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The next milestone is Brutally Honest Updates, which is where I go back and review again and update everyone on all the projects I did reviews on. That'll be episode 100 in a long ass time. I'm only on like episode 5 for that. But yeah, make sure you're following me on Twitter. Make sure you are in my Discord down below in the description for all the alpha you are missing out, fam. If you want to get 5 free stocks using my Webull link down below, it's a crypto and stocks trading platform made easy for you. I get a small kickback. You get free money. We all win, fam. We are all happy. If you want to see more of me right now, click on one of these boxes on the other side of me. Until next time, continue on your voyage, continue to learn, and be grateful you're alive watching this video.